It feels so wonderful to finally be able to come back outside. Man, it's been raining extremely lot. We needed it, of course. You know, when you looking at your grass and you start to get the little brown spots here and there, from the drought. But man, for like the last 5 days, even my last video that I posted, uh, I think that was about like 3 days ago. It was raining a couple days before that, so we at Sunday now, and it just feels so nice. I had to come out. That's how you know it's been. That's how you know it's been raining for a minute, because on a beautiful Sunday morning like this, man, the fishermen, they everywhere. You got the boats out. You got on these rocks right here. It's usually filled. I be having to use the table. Um, Man, so it just feels so nice to be outside. But peace, love, and light to the kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. In today's video, uh, I want to talk about taking bad advice from people, especially people that themselves are not in a good place in life, and how taking now not everybody gives bad advice, but how taking some of this advice could set you back, if not months, years. I'm guilty of taking advice that I've shouldn't. Over the last like year and a half, I took some advice from people that I should have just known better. But um, man, it set me back so far. It set me back so far, and I think I'm just getting back into a rhythm of being in a good place in life, or back to the starting point of where I was at. And if I would have just stayed the course, I could have been a lot further. But everything happens for a reason, and I think that reason is that this is why the video is being made, because now I understand that I can't just be you know people have you never know what somebody's going through or where they at in life, where at that particular time when you do ask or y'all talking about it, and the mind is a very impressionable thing. So whether you think that the person is coming from a genuine place when they giving it, um your mind is absorbing it. So you could be going through something or dealing with someone, and at that very second, somebody could have gave you a piece of advice, and you will fly off the hinge just thinking about what that person has said. Um, for example, myself, and that's why it's very important to take breaks from social media and the things you indulge into on YouTube, because you can move. Perfect example. You have a lot of people getting on YouTube and saying, you know, it's time to move from your city, or it's time to move from here, or, take a trip to do this. And it may not be a season to take that particular journey, but when you go to take that journey, you can find yourself in a place of being alone, or um we do have our periods that we need to be alone, but not at the aspect of you moving across yonder to another country, don't have no idea what you're doing over there. You just heard this advice and you just hopped on it, and now you like, man, I should have never. Why did I? But you don't want to, accept responsibility and be like, you know what? I made a mistake. Let me go ahead. Let me rewind, and then let me regroup, and then I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see or try to do this or whatever the case may be. No, you'll rather sit in that misery, and you'll keep trying to. You may keep trying to keep going just to try to prove people wrong, but it don't be. It's not. It just don't be healthy for you, and yeah, you'll find yourself out there doing things that you probably normally wouldn't do, just to survive or whatever the case may be. So you gotta really pay attention to whom you taking advice from. Where's evaluate the person before you take advice. Just because you give them advice don't mean you got to take their advice. You can be, I'm in a place like I am. I think I'm a very well-rounded person. When I do give advice, it's never biased. If I'm angry that particular day, let me scratch that, because I would never be in a place where, um, even if I'm angry, I would never give advice based off my um, emotions. I always separate the emotions from the advice that I'm giving. So I was in a relationship, and I used to always say to my ex, and now like I get on here and I preach that I've been single for over 2.5 years, going on 3 years, and it's just been the best progression in my life because I'm able to think. I don't have no drama in my life. I'm like laser focused. But when she would go out and stuff with her single friends, I used to be like, man, and this goes for men too. You can't be in a relationship and still do single things. It just don't work. So, and I used to always tell her, if we ever break up, it will be because of your friends, because they're in a place, they see that you have a good man. You can see they miserable, and I've sat around these women before. So I was dissecting it all. I even told her about in the future how, like I said, been single over 200 something years, 2.5 years, going on 3. And this relationship at this point, that was 2, 3 years before what I just told y'all. So I told her multiple things, how they not gonna be around for too long. Um, they jealous of your relationship. Uh, it was so many red flags with them women that I was like, yeah, you're not gonna you can't prosper with this particular group of friends. It's just not gonna work. So fast forward, I promise y'all, I watched everything unfold. Um, when she was the type that couldn't say no, so they was going out to these gatherings. Come to find out, they was dragging her to meet ex-boyfriends and going to this club, and it was a bunch of stuff. And when I tell y'all, I told her how they not even gonna be friends in the future, like, and lo and behold, all of it transpired. And when I say you can't be in a relationship and still do single things, but you preaching about being married, or you want me to marry you, like, I'm seeing all the flags. I wouldn't dare marry you, because you can't even be a woman and say, you know what, this is not a place I should be. I should, you know what I'm saying? I should I'm gonna just go home. We did go get something to eat. That's cool, but I'm not gonna go to the club with you. And whether you think you in control when you're intoxicated or not, because she was a drinker, whether you think you in control, you're not. Like, this sun feels so good. This sun feels great. But you're not in control, so you do think she would be so messed up. She would come home and tell me where they was at and what they was doing, and then the next day when I tell her like the stuff she was telling me, because I ain't never blow up like, girl, what the heck, and be all in her bushes right then and there, like, you intoxicated, what I'm gonna do, wake you back up to tell me what you talking about, and then you ain't gonna even remember tomorrow. It would be pointless. But I used to be like, man, she used to tell me so much dirt while the stuff they was doing, and I ain't gonna say it was a lot. It was more than about over 4 occasions where she got too drunk, where she let something that they was doing out the bag when she told me they was doing a whole nother thing. And man, it used to be bad. Now, vice versa, men. I don't know who you think you is when you think that you could just go to these clubs and your woman not gonna feel no type of way. It doesn't. That ain't gonna work. I don't turn this into a whole dating advice thing, but it's just not gonna work. And while you out, you getting this bad advice from your homeboys, and you think, okay, yeah, I'm the man. I could do this. I could do that. And when whole time, no, if you gotta do the same thing you expecting out of her, you need to do the same thing. And you'll be at a point where your boys done big your head up so much that, oh well, I can go out here and get another one, or whatever the case may be, and you turn around with a worse woman than the one you already had. Like, people be blowing. Stop taking bad advice from people, or let's just say that stop taking advice from people that's not in a place in life where um, or just you see they can't separate their emotions from the advice. That's pretty much what it all comes down to. I hope this message get out to as many people as it can. If it help one person, I truly, truly would uh, appreciate that. Um, and I'm about to try to get another video. Though I haven't done 2 videos in a while, but man, I haven't been outside, and so 5 days is a long time. And man, I'm just feeling so creative and stuff. So if you made it this far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.